Hello everybody, and today we have I have a special recipe for you, and it's perfect for this kind of weather. You know, it's delicious, it's warm. You know. So today we're going to make carrot soup. You know, it's very delicious, and I hope you enjoyed it. And let's get right into it. So here are the ingredients for this delicious soup, carrot soup. First of all, of course, is carrot soup, so we need some carrots. And you just try to cut the face thin slice like this, and this one took me about like 2 big carrots, like if you have the big ones. So usually you just take 2 to 3, but that depends on how many people you're going to share the soup with. You can add more or less, you know, it's up to you. So first of all, you have the carrots, and you have ginger, just 2 slices of ginger. And you have this is 1 bell pepper. So I just took 1 bell pepper and cut into like little cubes. And this one's the recipe. Usually people put onions in it, but I don't put onions. And I took the celery. It's like 1 stalk of celery, and it fits really well for the taste with carrots, so I really like those. So I keep with celery, and of course you need butter, and this one just for the afterwards. So this is like the crouton kind of bread, so this is toast. And then this one's also optional, you can change. Because carrot soup, it's creamy soup, so you usually need some kind of cream. So milk works, or you can use almond milk. You can use like creme fraiche or like heavy cream. So it's up to you. But I decided to use our lovely almond powder. And of course you need some water. So the first step is you bring the pot to not too hot, but a little bit warm, you know. So, and then first you put in your butter so just kind of melt the butter a little bit. We not try to browning anything in this dish, so make sure your heat's not too hot. Okay, we don't want the browning of the butter or the carrots or so. The first, and the next thing you put in is the ginger in. And then you can put celery or onions, up to you. And then you can start putting your carrots in. And then put the peppers. So after you stir fry for like a minute, and then so it's like make sure the butter kind of touches all your food. And the next thing is make sure you kind of turn down your heat to a little bit lower heat, like a medium to low heat, and then let it cook for 5 minutes, you know, like slowly cooking, not burning. Okay, make sure it's not burning. So lower your heat, and then we cover it, and we'll cook for 5 minutes. So after 5 minutes, you know, we open up the lid. Wow, I can already smell how good the smell is already. So delicious. Okay, so we'll give a little quick stir, and we're going to add some seasoning. Okay. First of all, you add a little bit of thyme. It's called thyme. Yeah. Now and then, if you have the fresh one, you can put like little stalk of it, like a stick of it. But I don't, so I just sprinkle some thyme in there. Oh, you can see the smell. It's so fresh and so nice. And then when we're going to add just some sprinkle, like maybe a teaspoon of salt, and a half teaspoon of sugar, just some sprinkle of sugar. And I also add this. You don't have to, but I add just a teaspoon of mushroom powder. It's like kind of like a very healthier version of MSG. So it makes the flavor better. And just stir fry. So now we're going to just add the water in now. Okay. So we're gonna add like just a little bit over. First of all, you cover all your carrots. Now you need to. You're going to add. Okay, so after we put the water in, and so don't forget you have to put your cream, whatever. So I use the almond powder. So for this amount, if I put 4 tablespoons of almond powder to enhance the flavor, also make a little bit more thickening, so it's more like creamy. So 4 tablespoons almond powder. And we stir to mix well everything. And then now we're just going to turn on the heat. So we cover the soup and then we'll cook for 15 minutes. Okay, so while the soup is cooking, we can start taking a frying pan. Add some, you can use butter here, but I prefer to use olive oil because I don't want to have too much butter, So olive oil. And we're just going to kind of pan fry our bread. You can cut into cube like a crouton. You can cut into I cut into a small slice so it's easier to grab and dip and eat. Or you can put it even like this, probably a half size, just cut the toasting diagonally in half, like a big slice. Or I just cut one more time so I make it smaller. Okay, so I just going to pan fry all my slices. Because I feel like the bread works really well with the creamy soup like this. So we can just let it cook for a couple minutes and turn over. So after about this side being cooked for another minute, see both sides brown. You can start plate it. Okay. So just put it in, I guess. Yeah. So after about 15 minutes, and we check it. Look, smells so good. You can look how our lovely soup. So the first thing you need to do is make sure ingredients soft. Especially the carrots. See, if I poke it, it's actually even just with this plastic thing, it's actually will cut through, break the carrots in half. That means it's good, okay? So the next thing is, since it's creamy soup, we need to blend it, okay? So there's 2 ways to approach to this. You can either put this in a blender, maybe you have to wait until a little bit cooler, then put it in the blender and blend it and put it back. Or you can just, did what I did here. I used the blending stick. Let's just use the blending stick, it's quicker. So first I start with slow speed. So after we blend our soup and it becomes like this, it's so smooth, you can check there's no chunks coming out. That means it's well blended. And then at this time, there's only one more thing you can add. 2 more things you can add. The first thing is you can add a little bit more of butter, put more butter in. But instead of that, I'm actually going to put in olive oil in its place, okay? Just some olive oil, because I think the olive oil and the carrots mix well and they taste good together. So I put a little bit more olive oil instead of the butter. So after we put in our olive oil / butter, up to you, then we're just going to put into a bowl. Okay, so put our delicious soup. Finally, we are almost there. And then so the last ingredients we're going to put, just sprinkle some black pepper. And then some people put some cream, decorate the top with you see yellow and white, it's nice. Or some people just put some greens, you know, on top. I just put a little bit of celery on top. So soft. And put it like that. And that's our soup. Well, now comes to the best part of the cooking. It's you got to taste your own food. So, and see, that's our first look at our delicious soup. You know, the color, everything. And I really like this soup because it's perfect for the winter time, and as well as the bread, the croutons mix so well with the soup. You know, and of course you can be creative. You know, you don't have to use the crouton. You can use like crackers. You know, you can buy some crackers and you know find your way. Okay, find your way. And let me taste it. Okay. Really delicious. Okay, let me just try one more time with the bread. You know, you dip in the bread. So good. You know, of course, I encourage you to try it. You know, to make your soup, make this soup. You know, either for yourself, for your family, or for your friends. You know, your loved ones. You know, I'm sure they will love this and give it a try. You know, and tell me in the comments below and see how well your soup turned out. Okay, and hope you enjoy this cooking video and hope you enjoy this soup. And I will see you in the next video.